Hello everybody, I am Slow Rider, this is my world. Welcome. Welcome one and all. Hello, how are we? How are we doing? Hope you're enjoying your day, wherever you are, whatever you're doing. Well, I mean you're watching this at the minute, but you know what I mean. In this video, I thought I would start to discuss my opinions on electric bikes. There are two main points, I think, for me, for electric bikes that need talking about. One of which actually is specific to electric bikes. The other one, which I'm going to talk about today, is a much more general topic. It's been a discussion that's going around for a while, and it's something I've seen a couple of YouTubers talk about recently, so I thought, well, why not, you know, get in with the conversation and all that sort of jazz. And if you want to get in with the conversation, there's a comment section down below. Fire away with your comments. Maybe you've done a video on there and you want to tell me I'm wrong, or show me I'm wrong, or, you know, what have you. Well, fair enough. I think a lot of discussion on this topic is, what's the right word, anecdotal? Yeah, I don't know. It's a lot of opinion. There's not a lot of scientific fact. And that sometimes makes it difficult to sort of make a proper opinion and a proper judgment. But here's my uneducated opinion. Loud pipes save lives. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna say I'm not a fan of that saying. I am very much of the opinion there are some exceptions to this, but there are two basic groups for this one. One is yes, it absolutely does save lives, and the other is, well, yeah, I don't believe that. Not saying it doesn't, just yeah, it doesn't seem like a logical conclusion to come to. And I say I'm in the latter of those groups. I can't say scientifically it doesn't make a difference, but I'm willing to go with it doesn't. And I'm sure YouTubers have covered this in much greater detail and much better way than I can, but you know, it is what it is, frankly. I'm going to go with it. The first part that, when people say it doesn't save lives, the first part they normally go to is, well, cars are sound insulated these days. And that is true. That is true. You know, they try to silence out road noise, and if you've got your stereo on and things like that, as most people do, or a radio, or you're having a phone conversation, the loud pipe on a bike, it's going to either not be heard or it's going to be blurred. And that doesn't mean that a silent pipe is safer. It just means that a loud pipe doesn't make as much difference as you think it does. And then of course there's the other common argument that the exhaust faces backwards, and therefore that's where the majority of the sound goes. And that's absolutely true. That is where the majority of the sound goes. I'm sorry to talk to you when there's a red traffic light on, but I might as well make use of the time. Oh, here we go. And then, yeah, it's, you know, and they're not invalid arguments. I wouldn't go to say they're valid arguments. I mean, that they have a point in both cases. Well, I think the main point is that no one's really listening for it. You see people walk out into the road. There's cars and the buses and motorbikes going down the road, and people just walk out. It's not that they can't hear it, it's just that they're not paying any attention to it. It's the same with car drivers. They're not looking for us, they're not listening for us. They don't see us. So, is that £600 whatever exhaust really making that much of a difference? Like I say, it's not to say that the quieter exhausts are safer. They're not. They're just, you know, they're a function. What we're saying is that the loudness of your pipes isn't making a difference, or not a significant one. And I think back to through my 4 years of riding, and I struggle to think of a time where I genuinely and honestly think that a loud pipe would have helped me. I can think of plenty of times where my riding could have been better, but none where a loud pipe would have made a difference. For example, riding in someone's blind spot. Yes, a loud exhaust might have made a difference, but a bigger difference would have been made by not riding in their blind spot. Our safety as motorcyclists is not determined by the bike or other people, it's determined by us. Just as they have to look out for us. I'm talking with a red light on. Again, unbelievable. I'll wait. Oh, there we go. Whilst they have a responsibility to look out for us, they absolutely do. We have a responsibility to look out for them. And it doesn't matter whether they're doing something right or doing something wrong. Why didn't you go? For sleep. Just because they're doing something wrong doesn't mean that we can put ourselves in danger and it's their fault. We still have to look after our safety. That was perfectly legal, by the way. I don't know why everyone queues in that right-hand lane. There's very little reason for it that I could see. But yeah, our actions determine our safety just as much as anyone else's actions determine our safety. I can see here there's a bus on that right-hand side. Alright, there's traffic coming, but maybe there's people waiting to cross behind it. Maybe there's one of these cars is going to charge out and try and overtake someone randomly. They're on a roundabout. There's going to be cars moving out of every exit and entrance. Blind turn with a crest. What's around it? You know, we have to look for everything. And there will be some things we can't avoid. That's natural, you know. It's going to happen. And we'll make mistakes sometimes. And again, that's natural. It'll only happen. But it's up to me to notice what's going on around me. That makes me a safer rider. Is spending £700 on that exhaust, and let's be honest, the people who do it are the people who would do that rather than extra training, because it's an upgrade to their bike or something, or it makes it different or something. You know, that's a Scorpion exhaust that everyone's got, or that Akrapovic, or however it's pronounced. That one that everyone else has got. That's going to make your bike unique. Or 700 quid on training. That is actually going to make a difference. I mean, I haven't spent the £700 on the extra training, but then I haven't spent £700 on an exhaust either. Scummy bike thief there. And another one. So I say they're scummy bike thieves, it's because they've not got helmets on. The first one was only one person on, the second one had someone on the back. So I suspect they've already nicked one. Anyway, just my opinion. So, you know, I have to be sure that van's not just going to pull out, he's actually going to see me. That's my responsibility to make sure I'm manoeuvring safely. Yes, he should stop. Absolutely he should stop to give way for me, but I have to make sure he's not. That part of it is my responsibility. If I see he's not going to stop and I just drive in front of him, well, that's just me being stupid, isn't it? Loud pipes ain't going to stop stupidity. Learning is. Now, if you can learn and get the loud pipes, well, okay, fair enough. And if you want to spend that money on loud pipes, then I have no problem with you spending money on your bike. But I think you're wasting your money. I genuinely do. I think that money's much better spent on other things. Consequently, I don't see the problem with electric bikes being near silent. Because the loudness of the bike is not really proportional to your safety. That I can see. I mean, there may scientifically be a slight increase in safety, but it's not worth the extra money of buying a loud exhaust, to my mind. There we go. There we have me on the subject. That's, you know, I mean, feel free to tell me how I'm wrong in the comments. I have no problem with that at all. But yeah, it's just I've made my point. I think I've made my point. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you've managed to watch this far, well done. Why are you stopping? Oh, okay. Alright, we'll wait. You're not going to. I mean, you don't have to. This is, oh, I'll come into another video on that. I'll do another video on that. Yeah. To my mind, loud pipes don't save lives. Good riding saves lives. And on that bombshell, I shall see you in the next video. Hope you enjoyed watching it. I'll catch you on the next one. Ta-ta for now.